Wilder can try and land more punches on my face. It will help his chances of winning. Yeah, let's talk.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. More and more. I mean, when you throw enough stuff to a wall, you hope that something will stick. So, boxing scene. Y'all know the drill. Link will be in the description. Article written by my favorite boxing journalist, Jake Donovan. From the training camp videos made available to the public, it's evident that Deontay Wilder is hard at work making all the necessary adjustments ahead of his trilogy fight with Tyson Fury. None of it seems to be much concern to Wilder's lone conqueror in the pro ranks, who had advice for his longtime rival ahead of their third heavyweight championship clash. I think you can try to land more punches on my face, Fury quipped during a recent Zoom media conference call to discuss the fight, which tops an ESPN pay-per-view event October 9th at T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, blah, 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 blah. That will help his chances of winning. It's usually a good idea if you try it. Hit the opponent in the face as much as possible. The simple suggestion from Fury obviously comes tongue-in-cheek, although the 6'9" Brit prefers not to overthink any aspect of his game. It has clearly worked as the 33-year-old from Manchester, England, remains undefeated through 13 years on and off. Put emphasis on and off as a pro, including 2 lineal heavyweight championship reigns. Fury reclaimed world championship status along with winning the WBC title following a seventh round knockout of Alabama's Wilder in their rematch last February at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Language is important. Let me point something out. I love you, Jake, but let me point something out. 7th round knockout. It wasn't a knockout. It was a stoppage. The ref didn't stop it. The corner stopped it. Language is important. Remember that. Remember that. You see, and I see that a lot. TKO is different from KO. Okay, I just want to point that out because the link will be in the description. The fight came nearly 15 months after the two fought to a split decision draw in their memorable December 2018 clash at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Fury previously defeated long-reigning lineal champ Vladimir Klitschko November 15th through his initial stay atop the division, came along without a single title defense. Let's read that again. Through his initial stay at the top of the division came without a single defense. Tyson Fury has no title defenses. How many does Deontay Wilder have? 10. Thank you. All right. The lengthy delay in getting the third fight complete with several postponements through no fault of Deontay. The lengthy delay through no fault of Deontay. I'm just asserting that, but let me go ahead and read it. Has allowed Wilder to fine-tune everything he has learned under new head trainer and former adversary Malik Scott. The former WBC heavyweight titleist has also added veteran cornerman Don House, no funny stuff with the gloves, to the team in recent weeks. Fury remains with that team that propelled him to victory in the rematch with Wilder, working for a second time with Sugar Hill Stewart and former WBO middleweight titleist Andy Lee for all of the physical work to be put into his camp. And one thing for which there is never any room for in the reigning camp is overthinking any aspect of the game that he brings into the ring every time. Fury says there's no secret, there's no rocket science to boxing, theorizes Fury. A lot of these fighters try to make it technical and downloading data BS. I never heard of such bullock in my life. It's two men fighting, punching each other in the face, in the body for 12 rounds. In the body for 12 rounds. It's not rocket science to it. You got to train right, get to bed early, drink plenty of water, and get stuck in the best way you can. All right, that's the article. Here's my opinion. Hit me in the face. He sees those hooks to the body, and he's nervous. Come in the best shape you can. It's not rocket science. Okay. If it wasn't rocket science, and it's just two men getting in the ring, why did you change your camp? Why did you change to Sugar Hill? Why'd you do that? If it's not rocket science, it's just two men getting in the fight. You see, Tyson, you might get that off on people that are foolish and they're not analytical thinkers. But I listen when you talk, and I love it every time you talk, because every time you talk, you tell on yourself. It's not rocket science. Okay. I'm just wondering. So listen. You trying to encourage D to try and hit you in the face, or just put that out there in the universe, hoping that'll motivate him to try and hit you in the head? That's a complete contradiction of what we've been seeing in these training videos. He'd be doing you a favor trying to hit you in the head. You've seen every Malik Scott interview. He talked about chopping down the tree, breaking you down systematically. You're not getting out of 5 rounds. There's money on that. Trying to hit you in the face? No. But what you're going to do when your body is so beat up? How are you going to hold your arms up to guard your face after that tree trunk, that inner tube around your ribs that you call a waistline has been thoroughly destroyed? How do you fix it? No one's falling for the banana in the tailpipe, Fury. Your days are numbered, and we're just in the middle of a countdown. Middle of a countdown. So, next Saturday.
Yo, Judgment Day has come.
Yes, indeed. Bronx on deck.
Move!